You ever have a boss who seems to live just to make you miserable? Now imagine, that same boss turns out to be the man who's been haunting your phone for 10 years. And when karma finally finds him, you get front row seats to his downfall. This isn't just a revenge story, it's poetic justice at its finest. If you've ever dreamed of watching karma destroy a toxic boss, hit that like button, because today's story will make your soul smile. And hey, subscribe for more true Reddit revenge stories that prove, sometimes, justice really does call back. When I was 18, I thought the universe had finally given me a break. I just finished high school, top of my class, district awards, scholarships, the works. My parents gifted me my first phone, a clunky second-hand Nokia that barely held a signal. I promised myself, one day, I'll buy a real phone, something brand new, something that's mine. And that day came. A few months into college, after 2 hours of bus rides every morning and late-night study sessions, I finally saved enough money to buy my dream phone, a shiny new Sony Ericsson K300i with a premium SIM card. I didn't know it yet, but that premium number came with a curse. 3 days later, the phone started ringing, and never really stopped. Unknown numbers. All hours. Every time I picked up, a stranger's voice would ask for someone named Bitsa. At first, I thought it was a mix-up. Then came the calls from banks, insurance agencies, and loan collectors. "Hello, sir, we're looking for Mr. Bitsa regarding his unpaid dues." I'd sigh, hang up, block the number, rinse, repeat. Back then, phones didn't save block lists. Every time I upgraded my phone, I had to start from scratch. It became a weird, invisible battle I fought for years, me versus this ghost named Bitsa. Fast forward a few years. I graduated college, landed my first job, and finally felt like life was settling down. Until I met him. His name was Bits. Short for Bitsa. But I didn't know that, not yet. He was my new project manager, a name whispered with dread around the office. People said he could burn out entire teams in months. I thought they were exaggerating. They weren't. Bits was the kind of manager who thrived on chaos. He'd send 3 a.m. emails demanding urgent updates on things that didn't even matter. He'd call impromptu meetings just as lunch started, and when people complained, he'd smirk and say, "That's why you're replaceable." He changed deadlines like socks, and when things went wrong, it was always your fault. We worked weekends. We worked nights. We worked through holidays while he took vacations and bragged about his leadership style. Every Monday felt like walking into a minefield. One wrong word, one late task, and you were the target of his public humiliation. He didn't manage people, he broke them. I hated him. Everyone did. But when I found out who he really was, hate turned into something darker, something colder. 2 years later, our company merged with a larger one. We got new systems, new hierarchy charts, and for the first time, everyone's full legal names were visible in Outlook. And that's when I saw it. There it was, in bold letters, Bitsa, last name. My stomach dropped. That cursed name, the same one that had haunted my phone for nearly a decade, belonged to him. The same arrogant manager who made me and everyone around him miserable. It felt like fate had tied us together, and now I finally understood why my phone had been ringing all those years. I wanted to be sure. So I called up an old mentor, a retired teacher who still lived in my hometown. When I mentioned the name, he sighed. "Oh, him? Yeah. Always was trouble. Heard he left a mess behind, loans, bad debts, all sorts of nonsense." And just like that, the puzzle clicked into place. For almost 10 years, I'd been fielding calls meant for this man, the same man who was now my tormentor. He'd taken loans under his own name, maybe others too, and vanished, leaving a trail of financial chaos behind. And now, I had his karma calling me. Literally. That night, I sat in my apartment, staring at my phone. It hadn't rung in days. I'd blocked hundreds of numbers by now. But suddenly, I had an idea. A stupid, dangerous, brilliant idea. What if I unblocked them all? So I did. One by one, I removed every blocked number, over 150 in total. The next morning, the phone lit up like fireworks. Debt collectors, banks, recovery agents, all of them looking for Bitsa. But this time, I didn't say, "Wrong number." This time I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, this isn't his number anymore. He changed it. His new number is..." And then I gave them his current work phone number. Sometimes, just for fun, I gave them his manager's number too, in case he tried to dodge the calls. It was beautiful chaos. Within days, he was drowning in calls. 15, 20 a day. All asking about unpaid loans, overdue cards, missing payments. At first, he brushed it off, yelling at people in the office, claiming someone was harassing him. Then, his manager started getting calls too. "Is this Mr. Bitsa's office? We need to verify his employment for legal action." Rumor spread fast. By week 2, everyone in the department knew. By month 2, he was gone. Nobody knew exactly what happened, but whispers said investigators showed up. That he'd been taking loans under other people's names. That he owed nearly $200,000. All I know is one day, his office was empty. His nameplate, gone. His email, deactivated. And for the first time in years, my phone was silent. When I realized it was over, I sat there, phone in hand, and just laughed. Not loud, more like a quiet, tired laugh. The kind that feels like closure. He'd made our lives hell. He'd screamed at people until they cried. He'd built his career on lies and control. And in the end, all it took to destroy him was a few phone calls that were always meant for him. Karma didn't knock on his door. It called him. Sometimes, life doesn't give you justice right away. Sometimes, it makes you wait, for years. But when it finally comes, it's worth it. Because no matter how long it takes, karma always finds the number. If that revenge gave you chills, smash that like button. It helps karma reach more people like us. Tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? And of course, subscribe for more true Reddit revenge stories every week, where justice always finds its way home.